guys, I'm Aisha and welcome back to Squared. As you can tell, I am alone today, and that's because Azra is unfortunately sick and she kind of had an allergic reaction last night to a dog because she's allergic to dogs. But I'm just gonna be filming this alone today, but it's okay because it's pretty easy for me to show you guys. I recently had well, I would say like January and February I broke out like randomly, like tons. But I started using Curology and it really helped my skin out, so that's why my skin's pretty clear. And I've been doing a lot of natural makeup looks also because, you know, summertime's kind of coming and I don't want to wear too much makeup in the sun. So I'm gonna be showing you guys what I do now for like a really natural, simple makeup look for every day. And yeah, let's get on with the video. For my natural makeup look, I actually stopped using like foundation and I just use this like foundation stick. Like I don't use like liquid all over my face anymore. So it's kind of like a concealer in a way. But my skin does get pretty dry. So I take my moisturizer and I mix it kind of with the concealer in a way. I'll show you guys. So I put this right under my eyes, really lightly first. I'll take some of this moisturizer and put it right on top. And instead of using a brush, I just use my finger and pat it in until it's completely blended. It actually does come with another side, and this foundation is actually the Maybelline Superstay, and I do use its normal foundation, like liquid foundation, but didn't really came out with the stick until recently, so I've been using this. The coverage is pretty good too, like it's full to like medium to full coverage, which is good. So I don't know if you guys actually know this, but one way that people can tell me and my sister apart is because I have this really visible blue vein on my eyelid. And that does sometimes irritate me when I'm doing like eye makeup looks because it really shows. But that's one thing I usually do cover. So after that is done, normally if I'm doing like a full face, I will set my makeup with powder. But because it's natural, I don't usually mind if it wears off a little bit throughout the day. It makes it look even more natural. But one thing I can never go without, even if I'm going for like my simple routine, is always having my eyebrows filled in because that's a must for me. Usually it could be different for people, like they always prefer blush every single day or whatever the case is, but mine has to be my brows. So I'm gonna fill it in. And usually I do use a brow pencil, but that I fill in very like precise. So when I do my natural makeup look, I actually use eyeshadow. So I kind of just like fill it in like where I see the spaces are pretty like light. And this is just the Tarte Double Duty Beauty palette. Super cute. I use the brown and the black and I mix it. Let me tell you, if you told me like a month or two ago that I would be wearing natural makeup every day, I'd laugh in your face because my skin broke out like crazy. I don't know if it was from weather change or from maybe like my diet possibly, but I'm just super happy cleared up now. And hopefully by summer I won't be wearing any face makeup at all. Because I love getting tan, and I always have the problem of not having the right shade of foundation because I get too dark. So that's it for the brows. And although I don't do any more like actual face makeup, one thing that I love to do when I'm doing a natural look is highlight because it makes it look super dewy and fresh. So I actually use this eyeshadow palette, which you guys might think it's strange because I'm mixing up everything, but I use the Jaclyn Hill palette and I use like the really shimmery, almost like a champagne shade, the third one to the bottom. And just put that on my finger and highlight the tip of my nose and my brow bone. So now that that's all done, I do add a little bit color onto my lids, and because it's a natural look, I don't do any like crazy colors like blue or anything, so I'll just take like a brown shade and just pack that onto my eyelid. Right now, like I feel it's weird because I used to like never do makeup with my finger. I'd always use a brush and like go through the whole process, and then it always took forever. But finger works just as fine. Plus these shades mix very well, they blend very easily, so it also could be the palette that you use that helps. Now that that's done, it's time for mascara, which is my last step and definitely my favorite because it makes the biggest difference on my face. I have been using the Lash Sensational by Maybelline for, I would say, 4 to 5 years. This thing is my lifesaver. I've tried so many like high-end mascaras, and don't get me wrong, they're really great, but there's just something about this drugstore mascara that like beats them all. Personally, I just love it, and I always get compliments on my lashes on why they look super dark and long, and this is the secret weapon, but it's the best. You can already see like a big difference. My mascara is done, and this is the final makeup look. Told you guys it's really simple and very light, so sometimes people even ask me, are you even wearing makeup today? And I'm like, yes I am, but very light, and it looks super good and fresh. And yeah, definitely a must-have for, you know, mornings, because when you're in a rush for school, you don't have time to do a full face all the time. So this is definitely what I started to do, and it saves me plenty of time, and I get more sleep, so that's important. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below to Squared. You can also subscribe by clicking right over here, and if you want to watch yesterday's video, you can click right over here. And if you want to watch more from us, you can click right over here. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.